Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital, a bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. There's the whistle, and here we go. Cherki. Gusto. Cherki. Gusto. Played out wide. Cherki, Camavinga, and it's hoisted clear. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Out towards the flank. Konate gets over and intercepts. Olise. Gusto. Camavinga. Cherki. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Hernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Hernandez. Cherki. Camavinga. Cherki. And the shot! That carried quite a threat. Cherki. Moved on forwards. Camavinga. Cherki. And it's Dembele. And he comes up trumps again.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
That has been knocked clear. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Konate. Great run on the overlap here. Konate. Gets good distance on it. And it's played forward.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
Rabiot. Elise. France, when it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and the goal has to follow.
Can he finish? Goal! France! And France are in front.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
France break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. He is just caressing the ball. There are a few waiting for it. Upamecano is there and he can get that clear. Shot!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
France have got it. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Konate. Cherki. Danger averted for now. That's a throw. Gusto. Gusto charging forward down that flank. No, he can't get past him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Hernandez. France are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Aim forwards. Hernandez. Rabiot forwards and with intent. Mbappe. Cherki. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Gusto. Olise. Time to deliver. Olise's cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the counter is on. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cherki. Camavinga. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Rabiot. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's neat. It's run loose here. Mbappe. Dembele. And he's managed to get free. And the keeper has it. Aim forwards. Swings it across. That has been knocked clear. In once more. Upamecano clears it away. Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Oh, this was all about good movement in the box just to allow him to get to it.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Hernandez. Very nicely done. And here's Mbappe. Now the cross. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Moved on forwards. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Hernandez. Gusto hurtling down that right flank. Dembele. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's played forward. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Dembele. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Upamecano. And here's Mbappe. And it's Hernandez. That looks a good drop. Dembele hits it! Konate can get it clear. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, it's come loose. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Rabiot, Olise, and he cuts out the supply. Aim forwards, plays it through. That is lovely. And that's aimed into the middle. Konate is there, and he can get that clear. Moved on forwards. Oh, he's tried it! Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Hernandez. Cherki. France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Upamecano. Hernandez. Cherki. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That's really well manoeuvred. Dembele! Split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's in plenty of space here. That has been knocked clear. Olise does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Gusto. Gusto. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Played into the middle. And he's there to clear it. gets it clear. Strong running down that left flank. Almost ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Does really well to win the ball there. Out to the left it goes. Camavinga. Rabiot. Upamecano. Camavinga. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lofted upfield. Konate cuts out the pass. Camavinga. Rabiot, who's set up one goal so far, and it's played forward. That's tidy. Played out to the right. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
I wouldn't fancy...
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
France happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Succumbs to the pressure. Rabiot forwards and with intent. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Mbappe shifted upfield.
France, well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to...
Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Aim forwards. Gusto. Rabiot. Olise. Rabiot. Cherki. Gusto. Plenty waiting in the middle. Takes a shot! Well, that is rather wayward. Well timed, excellent interception. Upamecano. Cherki. Mbappe. Moved on forwards. Cherki. And it's Camavinga. Hernandez. Cherki. Rabiot. Konate. Upamecano. Hernandez. Rabiot. Out to the right. Oh, nice touch. Gusto. Oh, it's played into the area.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste. I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Mbappe. Rabiot. Gusto. And that has been cleared.
France clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Oh, sweet feet. A chance to play it in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Camavinga with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Dembele being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
Long ball looking to counter. And back to the keeper they go. Konate. Camavinga. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's played forward.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rabiot. Rabiot. That's really well cleared. And here's the chance to counter.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Hernandez. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Hernandez. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Camavinga. Played towards the other side. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Moved on forwards. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser! How very smart. He just got it right.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Iraq grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Rabiot shifted upfield. Dembele played out towards the right wing. Played in deep. Clears it away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cherki, Mbappe, Camavinga, Cherki. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Aim forwards. Looking to break at pace. Cherki, Olise, Gusto. And here's Dembele. And here's Olise. It's a threatening ball. Mbappe! Goal, France! And they get themselves in front!
France, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
France take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's very neat. Nice physical challenge. Rabiot did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Olise. Now it's Dembele. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a quick ball upfield. Spread out to the left. The ball goes in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And it's Dembele. Mbappe. Hernandez. Showing good feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's played forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Wins the duel this time. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him Camavinga. Hernandez. Lovely bit of skill. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rabiot. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Now it's Camavinga. Olise. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Olise! Up towards the front line. Hernandez. Camavinga.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Cherki. Camavinga. Mbappe. Driving forward.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's really well manoeuvred. Upamecano. Camavinga. Cherki. Played into space. Rabiot. Played out to the right. Deftly away. It's a throw-in. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Camavinga. Rabiot gently done. It's Dembele! And that would have been game, set and match.
Dembele really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well. Iraq really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Upamecano. Doué. Camavinga. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
With Receives it in a good position here. And it's Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Oh, such a clever touch. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
France really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
The most accurate pass. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. France close now to seeing this one through to the end. Doué, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Let's a look and place it forward. That's a cute ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Camavinga, Doué. Camavinga, Doué. Rabiot, Kalulu, Rabiot, Doué. He's well, and the shot! Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
There's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Doué. And here's Dembele. Olise. Camavinga. Rabiot. Kalulu. Rabiot. Now it's Olise. Doué. And here's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. France, what a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's just a case of reality striking, Peter. One side, through their quality, almost obliged to win it. And like in 99% of cases, this is what happened.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.